A very good evening, honorable dignitaries and respected participants. Honorable the Chief Justice, my lord, may I have your lordship's leave to commence the program?
Yes, please.
Obliged, lordship. May I most humbly request Honorable Justice Subroto Talukdar, Judge, High Court at Calcutta, and member, Committee for West Bengal Judicial Academy, to deliver the welcome speech, please.
Thank you. It's a proud privilege for me to address you on behalf of the Committee for the Judicial Academy, High Court. The date today is very important for two reasons. I think this is the first visit to the Academy of the Honorable the Chief Justice and the Honorable AD1. And also this is the first date on which we begin, from behalf of the Academy, the physical classes. After COVID-19, this is the first time that the physical classes are being held for important subjects. I've been told that the subject for the physical offline program here is judgment writing, to be taken by the Honorable Justice Madhumati Mointro, retired. 25 judicial officers are to attend the program. Of course, the physical classes will continue both online and offline. The smaller refresher courses will continue on the offline mode. Without dilating further, and we're requesting the Chief Justice to address this gathering, it will be a welcome change for the people here in this extremely good building and the campus, that the corridors will echo with activity for the next few days on which the class. We wish the participants all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Lordship, for the welcome address. We are grateful. May I now most humbly request Honorable Justice T.S. Sivagnanam, Judge, High Court at Calcutta, and the Executive Chairman, West Bengal State Legal Services Authority, to deliver introductory address, please.
Most respected, the Honorable Chief Justice, Honorable Justice Subroto Talukdar, Honorable Justice Jabangu Basak, members of the Committee of the West Bengal Judicial Academy, and in absentia, our chairperson, Justice I.P. Mukherjee, Justice Arjit Banerjee, Honorable Judges of the Calcutta High Court, the learned registrars, the learned judges, I think they are from Alipur or somewhere nearby in Calcutta, in the representative capacity, representing the district judiciary of West Bengal. The additional director, the administrator, and the staff of the academy, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to everybody. I'm extremely thankful to the chairperson of the West Bengal Judicial Academy and the members for having invited me and given me this opportunity to deliver a small address on the inaugural ceremony of the physical training programs to be conducted by the Academy. I had a brief discussion with our director and additional director as to what was how the Academy had functioned. In fact, Judicial Academy has always been very passionate towards me right from the day when I became a judge. I was not part of any of the committee, but I ensured that I was in the academy both on Saturdays and Sundays, along with the civil judges, along with the senior civil judges, along with the district judges. And it was really enriching, and it helped me not only to academically get myself oriented, but it also helped improve my judgment writing skills. So that is the take home. then I was so attached to the academy, then somebody thought, Justice Bhanumati thought I should be part of the committee, and she put me as a part of the committee, much to the resentment of many seniors who were all probably superseded. Of course, superseding in judiciary is something not new. So therefore, I was very curious to know what was happening in the academy. Justice Ananya was always saying that we have got a state-of-art facility, 9-floor building, etc., etc. So very proud, but this is the first occasion, and really what she told was exactly right, and you have got really a 7-star facility here. Probably your next two are equivalent to the Maharashtra State Judicial Academy. So therefore, when I had a discussion with our director and additional director, very, very happy to know that during the pandemic period, that is from September 2020 to September 2022, as many 216 programs have been conducted. And apart from that, 11 seminars and training programs have been conducted. And the Honorable E Committee, under the chairmanship of Honorable Justice Dr. D.Y. Chandrachud, said that there is a special drive was created for conducting training programs, not only to master trainers, but also to the staff of the district judiciary. So I'm very happy to note that 9 such programs were conducted by the West Bengal Judicial Academy during this COVID period. And as many as 270 participants were there. I think definitely it would have helped the staff of the district judiciary. So therefore, with this track record, and I'm very, very happy that the physical training programs is going to commence today, shortly to be inaugurated by the Honorable Chief Justice. All of you will agree with me, that is physical appearance in courts, hearing cases physically, there can be no substitute to it. But unfortunately, the situation has come to such an extent. There is a PIL now pending in the Supreme Court saying that virtual hearing is a fundamental right. Please declare it as a fundamental right. So in our High Court also, under the chairmanship of our Honorable Chief Justice, we have kept both options open. All of us are doing it in virtual mode as well. And I think district judiciary is also doing it on virtual mode. So, but nevertheless, coming away for 2 days, in fact, when I interact with the district judges of the district judiciary, whenever I go to the academy, normally what they do is, High Court judges will have lunch, dinner in separate hall. All the district judiciary judges will have it separate. I said, why? Why we should do that? Most of the time, I alone will remain along with the resource person. Justice Madan Lokur was there. A lot of people used to come to Madras. They like to. So when during lunch, that's where the ice breaks. No? That's where they start interacting with you. And in that interaction, lot of feedback we were able to get from them. Very, very honest feedback. A civil judge may have a very genuine grievance against his district judge. Where to tell, whom to tell. So therefore, the director of the academy actually is a bridge between the High Court and the district judiciary. Like he is a fatherly figure. In fact, Justice Ananya knows him. Justice C.V. Karthikeyan was our director. All our directors are now become High Court judges. So they did a lot of hand-holding. So therefore, I am extremely happy that the physical programs are going to start. And I request your director and additional director to be with them. See, unless you be with them, the entire program, that connectivity will not be there. So therefore, that is on the thing. Now coming to whatever little representatives we have got from the district judiciary. So considering that it is entire West Bengal judiciary, I am going to tell a few things to you, which you need to tell to your colleagues, to your seniors, your district judges as well. Now, world over, training for judges has become indispensable. You won't believe it, in Switzerland, as soon as a person is appointed as a district judge or a junior judge, he is sent to the prison. he disguises as a convict or a prisoner and stays in the prison for 3 days, 5 days, 10 days to get. So we shall not be so cruel to send all our judges to the correctional homes here because the condition is really bad. But then you need to accept the fact that we need to be trained. In fact, I always tell that the advocate is the only profession which does not require any continuing education after you enroll. Once you get the sanat, for years to years, whether you read, whether you don't read, you are a learned advocate. But it can't be like that. At all levels, we require training. That is why we are being trained as National Judicial Academy. All of you are also going to Bhopal for training, and state academies have come. And therefore, this training is very, very important because the judiciary cannot work in vacuum. Every day new legislations have come. Every parliament session, at least minimum 100 archaic old laws are being repealed. So therefore, unless we train ourselves and equip ourselves, it will be very, very difficult in the future. So therefore, please take these training programs very seriously. I know everybody is hard pressed for time. Huh? That cameraman can sit down. Baiti hai na? They are not able to see. So we know that all of you are hard pressed for times. All the registrars are working 24/7. We know that. But still, take this academy as a leisure, where you meet your colleagues, relax for 2 days. I am sure the food will be also very good and tasty. I used to ensure that, especially these lady judges who come, they'll just unwind for 2 days. No cooking at home, no taking care of children. Husband will take care of everything. So we ensure that they get very good food on this side. Especially Sunday lunch will be a real killer, because by 3:30 or 4 or 3 o'clock they can leave on Sunday. So they need not sleep after the program. So therefore, enjoy your training sessions. Though you may be very, very, you won't have time to dictate. There may be a lot of issues. Once you come to the academy, you switch off, and it will be a very, enriching experience for you when you go back. In fact, I wanted to share a few thoughts with the Honorable Chairperson, but of course, 2 of our members are there. What we found was the methodology of training needs to be changed. The classroom pattern of training and lecturing has definitely granted or produced results. But the present concept world over is that there should be a shift in the type of training methodology to be adopted, which I think should have been done here. What we did was, what I did in that academy with the permission of our chairman of the Board of Governors was to assign a topic. That topic will be assigned to all the judges in that group. Target, we never mix the target group. If it is senior civil judges, it will be senior civil judges. District judges, entry level will be district judges, and civil judges, junior division. So this target group will be given this topic around 1 week or 10 days through their registered email. And what they will be divided into groups of 8. So among the 8, they will choose 1 presenter, 1 co-presenter, and 3 researchers. So they will research on the topic, present the topic in the program of the academy. The other groups will start asking questions, clarifications, add. By then, the entire program is managed not by the director, not by the honorable committee members. It is by the judges themselves. That has produced wonderful results, sir. Sir, with the please, with the permission of honorable lordships, you consider evolving that sort of program instead of a regular classroom pattern of teaching. Secondly, what we can do is for judgment evaluation. Evaluate writing skills, especially for civil judges, junior division. Let us give them 1.5 years, and probably even 2 years we will give them. After 2 years, they pull out from the NJDJ a couple of their judgments, and the director and the additional director will sit 1-to-1, no embarrassment cost. And you won't believe it, 80 to 90% of the judges confessed that they could have written better. Because over a period of time, over 2 years, they themselves knew that I could have done this in a better fashion. Initially, there was a little reluctance. Who are you to ask him? But then, of course, he is a district judge, he is a director of the academy, and the board has approved this methodology. And that is also one methodology subject to our honorable members' approval. You can consider that. So what little thought process is there, I will share whenever I am able to do that. And then once more coming to our topic, our member secretary Salsa is here, I am here as executive chairman. One request to the honorable judges of the district judiciary is that this ADR mechanism is not taken very seriously. Of course, we have shown excellent results in all the national Lok Adalats. We have surpassed figures in the past 10 years. Congratulations to all of them. But still, all the judges are of the opinion that Lok Adalat or National Lok Adalat or mediation is the concern of my chairman DLSA and secretary. I have got nothing to do with it. I had hands-on experience. One meeting, one judge, there is a mega Lok Adalat conducted the previous day. He was oblivious of that. He did not know that in his judgeship that so many thousand cases were settled the previous day. He appears before a committee, the next day the judge is completely ignorant. So therefore, please do not think these Lok Adalats are only meant for the district judges or the chairman. It is, and the secretary of DLSA, but unless there is a collective effort, we will not. In fact, there is a slight dip or a reduction in the number of cases in the last Lok Adalat. Of course, that is probably because of the transfers. We had very efficient judges. South 24 Parganas got transferred here. North 24 got transferred. So major districts, there was dislocation, as a result of which our figures dropped. But that is my request. You please pass on this message to your colleagues that Lok Adalat is a function of the judgeship. So you please, we request your sincere cooperation to that. And one more thing on behalf of the Computer Committee of the High Court, myself and Justice Batsaka are here. Delay in uploading cases, uploading judgments and orders, and not assigning dates for cases. As on 26/9, that is yesterday, 48,885 civil cases and 1,17,242 criminal cases have not been assigned dates. The total mind-boggling figure is 1,66,127 cases in the entire district judiciary of West Bengal. No dates have been assigned. Maybe the Sarasdar is there, your bench officer is there, but it is the judge's duty to ensure that the dates are granted. And this data I was able to get from the NJDJ. 1,62,127 cases are undated. And some of the cases have been assigned dates on Sundays. So in all your judgeships, you please pass on this message. In fact, Registrar General can also inform the district judges to kindly take this aspect very seriously, because it affects the image of the West Bengal State District Judiciary. Then there is a delay in uploading judgments. As on 26/9, that is yesterday, 27,09,239 orders out of 35,16,345 orders have not been uploaded. There are two aspects to it. In fact, Mr. Kalol Chaturvedi, our registrar IT, came to me and said that some judgeships are saying some old orders are handwritten. No issues. You can scan it in a PDF form, you can upload it. So this reflects very badly on not the West Bengal District Judiciary alone, but also the High Court at Calcutta. We are answerable for that. The committee is answerable. The Honorable Chief Justice is answerable on the national scenario. So therefore, I rather use the expression, exhort the learned judicial officers to ensure that uploading of the judgment and orders is done promptly. You do not please say that it is not my responsibility, it's the responsibility of my system officer. Says he may do the mechanical act or the physical act, but the duty to ensure that your judgment and orders are uploaded is on the judges. So therefore, I will seek for, from our computer committee, we will seek for some data from the district judiciary, probably end of November or early October, we will see the progress and then we will take. So therefore, I request, because I was thoroughly disturbed after seeing and I thought even if the audience is going to be only 25 of you, I thought I should convey this message so that you can take home to your respective judgeships after all this. And all this is done. The already excellent opinion about the West Bengal Judicial Academy will improve further, and I'm sure that all of you will be benefited. I once again thank the honorable members of the committee for this wonderful opportunity. Sorry, Chief, taking some more, I took more time. Thank you very much.
We are thankful to your Lordship for the illuminating and thoughtful introductory speech. We are grateful. It is a great honor and privilege to have with us today Honorable Justice Prakash Srivastava, the Chief Justice, High Court at Calcutta, and the Patron-in-Chief of West Bengal Judicial Academy. May I now most humbly request His Lordship to deliver the inaugural address, please.
Honorable Justice Shivagnanam, Honorable Justice Talukdar, my esteemed brother and sister judges, Director of the West Bengal State Judicial Academy, officers of the registry, and the judicial officers who are present here. The importance of judicial training that has already been emphasized by my brother. When a new judicial officer is recruited, he is like a raw diamond. Now, a diamond is required to be polished, cut in a proper way, so that its worth is known. So its value comes forward. So that's the work of the Judicial Academy. When these new judicial officers, they come, their induction training is done. They are trained in such a way that they can prove themselves to be worthy judicial officers and add in the course of dispensation of justice. This process was going on, the offline induction training course, induction training programs, refresher courses. They were all going on prior to the pandemic in March 2020. So in the earlier phase, proper courses were there, the judicial officers used to come here, the training used to be imparted. But with this pandemic, after March 2020, things changed, and the Judicial Academy was required to switch to the online mode. That also proved very helpful. It has its own advantages, saves time, saves traveling expenses. It's easier for the resource persons to join online and then give their input. So, to continue with the training program, we all know that the Judicial Academy switched to the online mode and the process continued. It did not stop. But we have now completed almost one circle. The now pandemic is going towards endemic. The cases have gone down. Now the time has come that the Judicial Academy should resume the offline programs. Because whatever are the advantages of online training program, it cannot substitute the offline training. Because in offline programs, the judicial officers have the opportunity to come here, to interact with their colleagues, which broadens their horizon. When the online training or online programs were going on, there were problems of connectivity, poor audio visuals. There were certain issues when the resource persons wanted to communicate and convey something to the judicial officers. They were not able to do it so effectively, which can be done in one-to-one interaction in the physical mode. Because the training of a judicial officer is very different from the training of an administrative officer. When a new IAS officer is recruited, he also goes for a training. But the training there is confined to the administrative qualities only. But when a judicial officer is recruited and he comes here for induction training, then the training is not confined to the enhancing the administrative qualities alone. But the area is very vast. It's core training of the knowledge of various subjects. It's imparting training relating to the qualities such as how to conduct your court. Not only that, a judicial officer is also required to know how to conduct in the society. He has to draw his own boundaries, because once you become a judicial officer, you have to follow certain code of conduct. So all this is a very vast area. And when we think of online training, then there are certain restrictions. It's not possible to impart it in such a way as can be done in the offline mode. Take the example of skill development. Now the judicial officers, they are required to be trained, or not exactly trained, but interacted about skill of writing judgment, settling issues, framing charge. All this, if you try to do on online mode, then it's not very convenient. Suppose you have to impart certain skill for writing judgment. Then if the resource person is there in a room along with all the participants, he'll be in a better way able to convey to them. He can have one-to-one interaction. If suppose there is a problem with a judicial officer, he has certain issues, he can interact them, focus on that judicial officer and solve it. Similarly, when the judicial officers are there in the academy, the discussion takes place. Their communication skill improves. All this is not possible. Look at their span of attention. When you are on online mode, you have a tendency to switch off the video and involve yourself in other things. You can't do it when it's offline. When you are physically present here, you have to focus on what's going on during the interactive session. You are involved, you have to respond to it. So therefore, considering all these aspects and taking into account that now the COVID situation has improved, now it has been decided to switch to offline mode, though in a hybrid ways. For some of the issues, some of the resource person may be the online mode will continue. But by and large, it will be now imparting of the induction training, refresher courses by offline mode. And it's a process which goes on. It's in fact, the entire life of a judicial officer is training. It's initially, as I said, that the polishing will be in the Judicial Academy. Later on, polishing is in the court while we perform our work. So I am happy to see that today we are taking a decision, we are starting the offline judicial training program in this academy. I also take this opportunity to convey to the judicial officers who are present here that work of dispensation of justice is a very pious work. It's a God-given opportunity to serve the people. Therefore, take this opportunity in right spirit. Do your best so that you can contribute in the dispensation of justice. My good wishes to all of you. Thank you.
We are grateful to your Lordship for the insightful and enriching inaugural speech. We truly feel inspired and motivated to deliver our best in future. We are all obliged, Lordship. May I now request our respected Director, Sri Sukumar Rai, sir, to propose the vote of thanks, please.
Very good evening to all. It gives me immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for today's event on behalf of the West Bengal Judicial Academy. I would like to thank and express my deep gratitude to the Honorable Justice Prakash Srivastava, the Chief Justice, High Court at Calcutta, and the Patron-in-Chief of West Bengal Judicial Academy for sparing His Lordship's precious time. We are truly honored by your Lordship's gracious presence here today. Thank you, Lordship. I would like to thank Honorable Justice T.S. Sivangananam, Judge, High Court at Calcutta, for his Lordship gracious presence today. We are extremely thankful and grateful for your Lordship's guidance and support. Thank you, Lordship. I would like to thank Honorable Justice I.P. Mukherjee, Judge, High Court at Calcutta, and also the President, West Bengal Judicial Academy. Though we could not have His Lordship presence here today, we express our heartfelt gratitude for His Lordship's advice, support, and guidance at every step. Thank you, Lordship. I would also like to thank Honorable Justice Subrata Talukdar, Judge, High Court at Calcutta, and also member, Honorable Committee for the West Bengal Judicial Academy, for such enlightening welcome speech. Thank you, Lordship. I would also like to thank Honorable Justice Devanshu Basak, Judge of the Honorable High Court at Calcutta, and member of the Honorable Committee of West Bengal Judicial Academy, for continuous encouragement and support. I would be failing in my duty if I do not specially mention the name of Honorable Justice Ananya Bandyopadhyay, Judge, High Court at Calcutta, and the former Director of West Bengal Judicial Academy, for always sharing her vast experience and extending all sorts of support even after Lordship's elevation. I would like to thank to all other honorable judges of the High Court at Calcutta for their gracious physical presence in the Academy today and their online presence. I would also like to thank Honorable Justice Madhumati Mitra, former Judge, High Court at Calcutta, for accepting our invitation to address our judicial officers on the topic judgment writing today and for gracing the occasion. I would like to thank Srimati Chaitali Chatterjee, Learned Registrar General, High Court at Calcutta, Sri Lokesh Pathak, Learned Register Protocol, and other learned registers of the Honorable High Court at Calcutta. My sincere thanks also goes to the brother and sister judicial officers of the district judiciary for their kind participation today, online and offline. I thank all other viewers for their online presence. I thank all the PWD IT officials for providing us necessary equipments and manpower. I thank all the PWD civil and PWD electrical officials for their tireless assistance and effort. I thank Sanjeev Daruka, Additional Director, Ranbir Mohan Chatterjee, Administrative Officer, and the staff of the West Bengal Judicial Academy for their assistance in organizing this event. Thank you all. May I now request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे